Hello EDUSPLORERs, thanks for joining us again and welcome back to another exciting and informative video on our YouTube channel. If you are joining us for the first time, we want to thank you for watching. For those of you who follow our channel, you notice we focus on informative and educating content on this channel. Today we are looking at the last letter written by Patrice Lumumba to his lovely wife Pauline LUMUMBA in 1960. This letter has left lots of historians around the world scratching their head. In this episode, I will be able to dive deep into this letter and also discuss some basics and more historical importance with regards to this important letter that was sent by these African revolutionaries. I will close down this episode with some basic questions. So without any more delay, let's just dive straight into it. Before I jump into that particular very important letter, the last letter written by these African revolutionaries, allow me to give you a quick background with regards to Patrice Lumumba. Patrice Lumumba, whose full name is Patrice Lumumba, was born on July 2nd, 1925 in a place called Onulua in the Belgian Congo, which is now the Democratic Republic of the Congo. He died January 17, 1961 in Katanga province. African nationalist leader, the first Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of the Congo from June to September 1960. Forced out of office during a political crisis, he was assassinated a short time later. Looking at his early life, Lumumba was born in the village of Onulua in Kasai province, the Belgian Congo at the time. He was a member of the small Batela ethnic group, a fact that became significant in his later political life. Its two principal rivals then were Moise Nshombe, who led the breakaway of the Katanga province, and Joseph Kasavubu, who later became the Congo's president. Both came from large, powerful ethnic groups from which they divided their major support, giving their political movement a regional character. In contrast, Lumumba movement emphasized its all Congolese nature. Moving forward, after attending a Protestant missionary school, Lumumba went to work in Kindu Port, Ethiopia, where he became active in the club of the Evusuts, known as the Western Educated Africans at the time. He began to write essays and poems for Congolese juniors. He also applied for and received full Belgian citizenship. Lumumba next moved to Leopoldville, now known as Kinshasa, to become a postal clerk, and went on to become an accountant in the post office in Stanleyville, known as Kisangani at the moment. There he continued to contribute to the Congolese press. As we jump into the letter, if you are new to this channel, we will encourage you to subscribe and share our videos with your different network. The letter reads, "My beloved companion, I write to you those words not knowing whether you will receive them when you will receive them, and whether I will still be alive when you read them. Throughout my struggle for independence of my country, I have never doubted for a single instant that the sacred cause to which my comrades and I have dedicated our entire lives will triumph in the end. But what we wanted for our country, its right to an honorable life, to perfect dignity, to independence with no restrictions, was never wanted by the Belgian colonialism and its Western allies, who found direct and indirect, intentionally and also unintentional support among certain high officials of the United Nations, that body in which we place all our trust when we call on it for help. Moving forward, they have corrupted some of our countrymen. They have also bought others. They have done their part to distort the truth and defile our independence. What else can I say? That whether dead or alive," he says, "from prison or not, free or in prison, by order of the colonialists, it is not my persons that is important. What is important is the Congo, our poor people whose independence has been turned into a cage, with people looking at us from outside the bars, sometimes with charitable passion, sometimes with glee and delight, but my faith will remain unshakable. I know and feel in my very heart of hearts that sooner or later my people will rid themselves of all colonial enemies. Moving forward, foreign or domestics, that they will rise up as one to say no to shame and degradation of colonialism and regain their dignity in pure light of day. If you are new to this channel, we will encourage you to subscribe and share our videos with your different network. We are not alone. Africa, Asia, and free and liberated people in every corner of the globe will ever remain at the side of millions of Congolese who will not abandon the struggle until the day when they will no longer more colonizers and no more of their mercenaries in our country. I want my children, whom I leave behind and perhaps will never see again, to be told that the future of the Congo is beautiful and that their country expects them, as it expects every Congolese, to fulfill the sacred task of building an independence and also the sovereignty, for without justice is no dignity, and without independence there is no free man. The letter moves forward to say, neither brutal assault nor cruel mistreatment nor torture have ever led me to beg for mercy, for I prefer to die with my head held high, unshakable faith and the greatest confidence in the dignity of my country, rather than live in slavery and contempt for sacred principle. History will one day have its say. It will not be the history taught in the United Nations, Washington, Paris, or Brussels, however, but the history taught in the countries that have rid themselves of colonialism and its puppets. Africa will write its own history, and both north and south of the Sahara, it will be a history full of glory and dignity. Do not weep. The letter closes by saying, do not weep for me, my companion. I know that my country, now suffering so much, will be able to defend its independence and its freedom. Long live the Congo, long live Africa. Patrice Lumumba. If you are new to our channel, we want to thank you for watching. Let us know if you've ever read this letter before or you saw this letter somewhere. We would like to hear from you. Let us know if you've been to the Congo, now the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and let us know what your experiences have been. We want to thank you for watching our channel. We encourage you to check some of our informative videos of over 300 on this channel. We're looking forward to meeting you soon in our next episode. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Arriving at the Palace of the Nation to be sworn into office, Felix Tshisekedi set to become the Democratic Republic of Congo's 5th president since independence from Belgium in the 1960s. For many Congolese, the ceremony matters deeply. In a country having dealt with decades of conflict and violence, it's the first peaceful handover of power since independence, and a symbol of change after 18 years of rule under Joseph Kabila. Last month's election was bitterly fought. The country's new president came with a message of reconciliation.
We want to build a strong Congo in its cultural diversities. We will promote its development in peace and security. A Congo for each and everyone, where everybody will have his or her own place.
The formal ceremony soon turned into a celebration.
There were loud cheers from the thousands of people who had gathered on the lawns of the Palace of the Nation throughout the proceedings, and it's continued. People here excited about the message coming from the new president, Felix Tshisekedi, one of unity.
I am very happy to hear myself, the former and the new president, calling for unity. This will help us to live in a very good society without discrimination.
We are here to welcome our new president, and we ask him to please address our problems from the street all the way up, to help our children get off the streets and find jobs.
It's a feeling of joy because it's the first time for me to see a peaceful transition in my country, and it's significant for us to see this example which will help in our future.
Soon after, the president resumed his speech. No official explanation was given, but the people we spoke to here said the president was simply overcome by the occasion. Just one African head of state was seen at the ceremony, Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta. The African and European unions had expressed concern about the way the election was conducted, but did recognize the outcome. However, little can take away from the optimism many feel with the new president now sworn in. That mood will be tested in the months to come as Felix Tshisekedi deals with the challenges facing the Democratic Republic of Congo. Famida Miller, Al Jazeera, Kinshasa.